Manga-Waido.
My name is Tomoyuki Oshima, 32 years old. It's been 3 years since I inherited Oshima Manufacturing from my father, a metalworking company that's been around since my grandfather's generation. Today is my father's 60th birthday. We invited the chairman and the president of the company, who are the same age as my father, and we had a dinner party at a high-class sushi restaurant. After greeting all the company presidents and friends of my father who attended the party, I turned bright red since I'm not a big drinker. Whew, everyone is as energetic as ever. Chef, can I have some water, please? Of course. I was sitting at the counter, vaguely reminiscing about the past. There were a lot of tough times, but now that I think about it, it's all good memories. At that moment,
Wait, Tomoyuki?
somebody calls my name, and I turn around in surprise when...
It's Tomoyuki after all.
there were some things in the past that aren't good memories. I met Reiko, the woman who approached me when I was in my first year of college. I was planning to take over the company around that time, and I entered the business administration department where I met Reiko in the university tennis club. She was a flamboyant woman then, and although she had no contact with a serious guy like me for a while, one day she started aggressively approaching me. Reiko was an attractive woman when we talked, and I ended up going out with her.
Hey, you're gonna take over the company, right?
Yeah, that's the plan.
If that's the case, I want to take a visit to your company.
I thought she was a pushy girl, but I had no reason to refuse her, so I took her to the nearest factory from the university.
Wait, this is the factory?
Yeah, well, there are other ones, but...
That's not what I heard.
What?
I went out with you because you said you're the boss's son, but you never said anything about a rundown factory in the middle of nowhere.
How rude!
That's enough. Let's break up.
Huh?
I guess I'll look for a new boss's son again.
And so, Reiko and I parted ways. She stopped coming to the tennis club, too. After that, Reiko started moving from one club to another looking for a boss's son, and I never saw her again. I was shocked at first, of course, but after I found out her true nature, I was happy I broke up with her early. I never wanted to see her again and never would. That's what I thought.
It's been a long time.
Long time no see.
I mean, how are you able to come to a restaurant like this? Did you win the lottery or something?
Well, it's my father's 60th birthday party.
Ah, the boss of that shabby factory. I remember because it was so shabby, but it's still in business, huh? Amazing.
Reiko, whom I met again after a long time and not changed since then in a bad way. I don't care what this woman says to me now. I thought I would just cut the conversation short and go back to my room, but...
Oh, right. I'm gonna be the president's wife.
I see. That's great news.
I met him at a blind date a while back, and unlike you, he's the next president of a real company. He's gonna be a president next year, and we're getting married then.
She was still looking for a boss's son.
He should be here soon, so I'll introduce him to you, too. Maybe he'll even give you a job as a favor.
No, thanks.
And besides, his parents live in a huge house. I'll show you a picture. You should know the difference in class.
Then Reiko took out her phone and showed me a picture of the man's family home. What? I was absolutely mortified when I saw the picture she held out to me. After all, it was... This is my parents' house.
Huh? What are you talking about?
No, I'm telling you, this house. It's definitely a picture of my parents' house. There's no way I can mistake it. There's no way there's another house exactly like it. This house is a very special house that my father asked an architect to build for him. My father, who was overzealous, ended up building a very flashy house since my mother's wish was to live in a palace. Became a bit of a famous spot in the neighborhood, and was even interviewed several times for a local TV program.
No. I don't understand. How could this be your house?
That's my line.
There's no way the boss of a shabby factory could live in a place like this. Can you stop trying to make yourself look better?
I'm telling you. A man in an expensive-looking suit entered the restaurant, and then...
Finally! This is my boyfriend, Makoto Suzuki. And this is the son of the rag factory I was dating a long time ago. So listen, Makoto, you see...
Apparently, the man who came was the next boss of some company, according to Reiko. I see. I don't know who you are, but can you quit talking nonsense? This is my parents' house. How could you call it your own? What are you trying to do? That's my line. Oh, are you? Maybe he's jealous because he's bitter about how he was rejected by you.
Seriously? That's hilarious.
You know, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but Reiko is getting married to me. She deserves to be the boss's wife at a company like ours, not like your shabby old factory.
That's right. I'm sorry. I'm gonna marry this man, Makoto Suzuki, the next president of Scat Industries, and I'm gonna become Reiko Suzuki.
What? Scat Industries? What? You're the son of a factory worker and you don't even know our company? Scat Industries is a well-known company in the medical equipment and rocket parts industry. Of course I know about Scat Industries. But if you're the next president, your last name should be... Hey, Tomoyuki! How long are you taking a break? There's still some liquor left. Oh, Dad, it's just that... Oh, that's a picture of our house! I knew it looked gorgeous even in photos.
Wait, what are you talking about? Are you and your sons both liars or something?
No way! When Makoto saw my father's attitude, for some reason his expression suddenly clouded over.
This house is Makoto's parents' house. The next boss wouldn't lie.
The next boss? Tomoyuki, who is this?
Listen carefully. This is my fiance and the next president of Scat Industries.
Oh, I've heard so much about you. What? Dad? Hey, Kitagawa! Your son's here. Oh, nice to meet you. Well, you're a very disciplined man to come all the way out here to say hello. No, well... Wait, did I tell my son about this place? Oh, here he comes! The one who came at my father's invitation was President Kitagawa. He's also a friend of my father and has taken good care of me since I was a child. And he is the current president of Scat Industries. He even went to the trouble of bringing his fiancée. Your son is a good man. So, where is that son of mine? What are you talking about? He's right here in front of you. No, he's not my son, though. What? Indeed, I had heard that President Kitagawa was planning to have his son take over the company. And as you can see, the president's last name is Kitagawa. Although I was not acquainted with his son who was overseas, I knew it was strange given his surname Suzuki. In fact, after President Kitagawa arrived, Makoto seemed to be drenched in sweat and... No matter how drunk I am, there's no way I can mistake my son's face. Wait! Oh, I see! Suzuki! Sorry. You've grown into quite the man. So, how's it going? Did you find a new job? Well... New job?
What are you talking about? Makoto, you're the next president of Scat Industries, aren't you? What do you mean? You're not the president's son?
Even Reiko started to look pathetic at this point. Don't tell me! You're still lying to me?
What do you mean lying? Makoto even tells me about his work, and the details too.
Well, I'm sure he could talk about the basic things. After all, he's a former employee of mine.
What? Former employee?
I remember it well. After all, it's not every day you fire an employee for lying. Here's how it happened. A man named Makoto Suzuki was once employed by Scat Industries as a mid-career hire. However, when upper management became suspicious and investigated him, it was discovered that he had also falsified his final education on his resume. He was fired immediately. Apparently, he quit the factory job I introduced him to after a short period. I heard he's now living at home off of his parents. I didn't think he was still doing this.
Makoto, what's going on? Explain.
I'm so sorry! I lied to you.
No way.
According to what Makoto confessed, he apparently has a habit of telling lies. He also lied to make himself look good at the blind date where he met Reiko. He was unable to turn back and kept telling lies. You're no longer an employee of our company, and it's none of my business if you lie to me or not. But I can't keep quiet when someone uses my name without my permission, can I? Don't ever use my company to lie again. If you do it again, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Oh dear. I'm sorry to spoil your happy celebration. Now get out of here. Yes, sir. Hey, I'm not done talking with you. You're using photos of my precious house without permission, Well, Where did you hear about us? I saw it on TV. I was close by, so I took a picture. And you used that to say that was your parents' house? Listen! My mother's dream is in that house too! And you used that to cheat people! I'm sorry! Apologizing won't help! I'll have my lawyer contact you shortly. Get out of here! I'm so sorry. Well then, Reiko, let's go.
What? You lied to me and you still think you can go out with me? I don't get it. I have no use for you since you're not the boss's son. Get out of here.
No! And so the self-proclaimed president-elect was kicked out without a second thought. All right, let's start over. Come on, Tomoyuki. You can still drink, can't you? Your company is going to expand overseas from now on, so you need to be stronger with alcohol. Yes.
What? Overseas expansion? That old factory?
Oh, by the way, that thing you saw? The place I showed Reiko that time was the first factory built by my grandfather. It wasn't being used then, but I kept it as a memorial. Now there are several factories, and they were planning to build a factory overseas in the next term.
What? If that's the case, you should have told me earlier.
We haven't seen each other since then, so there was no need to tell you.
Don't be so cold. I'm sorry about that time. It's not too late to start over now.
No way.
What?
How many years do you think it's been? And I didn't really like you then either.
But how could I support you as a boss's wife and…
You're really underestimating the president's position, aren't you? It's really unpleasant. So why don't you get out of my face?
What?
But I'm rooting for you.
Rooting?
Your quest to find the boss's son.
What? I'm gonna find someone richer than you and become the wife of the boss even if you don't tell me.
Okay, good luck! With Reiko leaving the restaurant in this manner, we return to our room and continue celebrating. A year has passed since then. With business overseas going well, Oshima Manufacturing overseas expansion can be considered a success for the time being. We intend to continue to expand our business and spread our technological capabilities. And recently, I bumped into a classmate from college and had a chance to hear about Reiko's current situation. She continues her search for the golden opportunity without any shame, and has finally managed to get married. But once again, her partner lied about being the president of the company. And this time, she was even cheated out of money. So it looks like she got herself into a mess. She's now living in the countryside at her parents' house. Incidentally, my father sent a content-certified letter to Makoto Suzuki demanding an apology and the deletion of all data in the name of his lawyer. I feel like I've been shown the greatness of my father who gets things done correctly. Well, I don't care about those people anymore. I want to further expand my business, preserve the first factory my grandfather built, and find a life partner. I'm going to keep running to make my dreams come true for my family, my employees, and myself.